Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Marcel Coenen. Are you cranking it up on Dave Softee's Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio?
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Tonight we have something special for you, as we have a very talented musician hailing from Weert, Netherlands, who has been in a countless array of bands, including Godscum, some tribute bands such as Metal Attack Netherlands, Gary Moore tribute band, and the Art of Pantera, and also he's formerly from a band called Caged. I remember Lemur Voice when they were on Magna Carta label, and also a band called Speedica that became Fifth, amongst others. Over the years, he's been very busy. So joining us, we have one of our brothers here at Metal Messiah Radio, the host of Thunder from the Netherlands, a very talented guitarist that gives you metal up your ass. The one and only guitar hero himself, Dutch guitarist Mr. Marcel Coenen.
Well, thank you very much. I'm honored for this interview.
It's our pleasure. Elsie mentioned to me that you have this solo album out there, and he said, could you interview Marcel? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So welcome to the Metal Meltdown, Marcel. It's thank you for the opportunity. It's great to be here to talk about your music. It's our first time. I know, we've been here at the station for a long time, and I know you've had other interviews in the past with past DJs, but hey, it's my time.
Yeah, I mean, in 2011, when the Caged, the Lotus Effect came out, I had an interview with Sin, DJ Sin. She's I think not at Metal Messiah anymore, but yeah, of course, at that time I had. That's also why I became a DJ, I think, at the time, because I really liked the channel, and then I asked if I could do a radio show as well. So that has been fun through all the years. Yeah.
And last year you got with Brother Joker for Godscum. I remember I was there.
Yes. Actually, that was last year when the Godscum records came out. That's true. Yeah.
Yep. So, Marcel, how have you been out there? What's your experience been like during this COVID pandemic, as far as being able to do your thing and do live performances and create your music, whatever you have been doing out there? How's your experience been?
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, in the beginning it was hard because, of course, lots of gigs were cancelled and some really good ones as well, big festivals and stuff like that. So, of course, in the beginning I was really angry and I was a bit down because, of course, I could not play any gigs, any shows, whatever. But then I realized, that I had a lot of free time on my hands, and normally I don't have that. I have really a busy life normally. I mean, I have a job, no longer regular job. I give guitar lessons, and I have a few bands where I'm playing with. So, and now I still had my job, I had my guitar lessons, but all the bands were, of course, not requesting anything because it was Corona times. Right. So I had all this free time on my hands, and then I thought, I was never really happy with some recordings I did in the past, so let's just re-record Guitar Talk, because these songs, in my eyes, deserve really a better production, so that's why.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today, your new release, the Guitar Talk 2120, and as you were telling me, this is a reproduced solo album of yours that you did back, 20 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2003 when it came out at Line Music, so that's 18 years ago. But most of the songs already reside from before 2000, because I had my first version of Guitar Talk that was on a demo cassette in 1998. And then in 2000, I released the first version on my own, just a copied CDR, just to promote, And that landed at Line Music, and then they asked me if I wanted to release it on a label, and that's why in 2003 then the label brought it out. So
I see.
But those were all these drum computer versions that I just recorded on my 4-track Tascam cassette recorder. So it was really, really old-fashioned. And the drum machine was a Boss DR5, which was 2 channels, and it had also some bass and some keyboards in there. So I programmed everything, and I just played my guitar's stereo, so left and right, along with that. So that was back then. And it was all live, because I did not know how to fix errors, And at that time I had no knowledge about recording, etc. That became all later in the 2000s till the 2010 then I really learned about production, like recording on the PC and all this stuff. And so yeah, this got really a lot better with that.
The power of technology, right?
Yes. And I mean, technology has gone so far that nowadays you can really record an album totally on yourself. You don't need a big studio anymore. Maybe just for recording drums, you need a place that sounds good with a good acoustic. That a drum really sounds good when you're recording it. But even that, I mean, nowadays there are plugins that sound almost as good as any recording studio. So I mean, it is crazy what you can do nowadays, as long as you have good ears and know how to use them.
Let's inform the listeners more about this Guitar Talk 2120. It's a musical masterpiece consisting of 17 tracks. So when I first listened to it, I'm saying, is this Yngwie Malmsteen? Very good guitar work, and it's mostly instrumental. In my opinion, you have some vocals on it as well, but it's a very nice musical masterpiece, I call it. Well, Marcel, would you please inform the listeners on all the guests that partook in the making of this musical masterpiece?
Yeah, well, the first version of Guitar Talk was all instrumental, so it had no vocals at all. So these were 12 songs, and with these 12 songs was also the song Endless. And I always had vocals in my mind for that song, like these more Dead Can Dance-ish kind of atmospheric vocals. Because I'm also a big fan of some new age music, I mean, there's always my relaxing music on headphones and stuff like that. And I always wanted to be that Endless was a song like that. So now for the re-recording, I asked a female singer. And then I got advised then to sing over it, a bit in the style of Dead Can Dance. And that was actually what then became now the new version of Endless, which grew really immensely, in my opinion, because of that. I also changed the song Fusion a little bit, because Fusion was at first just some backing tracks that were in that drum machine that I was using back then. And I changed it to make it more my song, also because there's a drum solo, there is a keyboard solo, and there is my guitar solo. So I divided the parts, and that made it way more interesting, in my opinion. The song sounds bigger now; it has more appeal because of that.
Got you. Now, with all the guests you have on this offering, the remake of Guitar Talk, was it a tedious task to get this ensemble of a dozen artists or so together for this production?
Yeah, well, because it was all recording at home. I mean, almost everybody recorded their parts at home. So at home studios, whatever. I mean, only the drums from Pimco Verder were recorded in the studio, and the drums from Koen Herfst, he did it at his own studio also as well. I mean, I just asked some musicians, and some musicians actually they said, "Can I play on your album?" They really wanted to do it. I mean, Hunter has sounded already, for many years. He's a good friend of mine, a great drummer. He plays also with Praying Mantis. I don't know if you know that band.
Sure.
Yeah. And I mean, he's like on the majority of the album. He plays, I think, 10 or 11 tracks. Then we have Martin Kuipers, who was in Symmetry before, the band Symmetry, and the Barstool Philosophers. So a really good prog metal drummer, but also really tight in metal. So he did fusion, and he did also Rage Against Time, which is a really double bass Judas Priest heavy metal song, more that style. So, and the singers, that's a funny story, because I had this album in the past, 2015 I think I released it, called Disambiguation. It was just an online release with actually some old demos. So these were also old songs that I written even earlier in my career than I did with Guitar Talk songs. So there was a song Do or Die, and back then I already asked Olly Oldenburg, one of the singers, to sing over it. So also the version that's also streamable at Spotify, so people can hear also the old version, is Olly Oldenburg singing. But of course the production on that was also a drum machine. So I also re-recorded all those songs that I had on Disambiguation, and then I had with Human Experience, which is really a song that I never recorded before. Just in the 90s, really as a demo. And there I asked Pascal Raymond to sing over it because I really had always this Halloweenish kind of vibe with that song. So I wanted a high-pitched vocal, and that's exactly what he can offer. So that's what we did. Yeah.
That's an interesting process. I mean, I know you recorded all your parts at your own studio, your home studio, but everybody else did the same thing in their home studio, and then you put it all together? That's an interesting process.
Actually, they sent all the tracks back to me, and I mixed it all together. So all the production is done by myself. I mean, I had some help from René Kroon, from the keyboard player that also was in Suncaged. So we also did back then in 2011. We did the Roast Effect together from Suncaged. So and that worked out really great. So we also did a lot of work together on Guitar Talk 2021, and then I finished it all, with his help. So in the end, it is mostly me that did all the production with a little help from René. Yeah.
And this is self-released, or did you get a label to work with you on this?
The physical CDs I did on my own. So if people want to order the physical CDs, there's on my website, marcelcoenen.com, there is a link where you can click on, and then you can order the physical CDs. That's worldwide, so everybody that listens that can order it there. And you can order a physical CD. There are only 500 made. So the 500 physical CDs, when they are gone, I don't produce new ones. So these are really the 500 that are out there. And the 25th of November, the album comes also online. So at Spotify and iTunes and Deezer and Last.fm, all these social websites, So then the people who are members of any of these streaming services, they can also hear the total album there. And of course you can buy it also as a digital download at the Line Music webshop.
Okay, now let's make it easy for the fans to get the CD. Now, I got a link here. I'm not sure if this is accurate, but it's VIP parts or viparts.nl /product /Marcel Coenen Guitar Talk 2021 CD. Is that the right link for them to get your CD, or do you have a better link?
That's the right link. Yes, exactly. And that's also the link that is shown on my website. So if people just go to marcelcoenen.com, which is easier to remember, I think, Coenen with a C, of course. Then they can see it right away on the homepage. There is also the link to the webshop where the CD can be ordered. And also from next week, there will also be T-shirts. So people that want T-shirts, I have them in all sizes with Guitar Talk 2021 on there. And they are also for sale. So
excellent, excellent. That was my next leading question about other merch. So you have these shirts coming up, and besides the shirts, do you have any other merch available?
Yeah, well, at this moment it's only T-shirts. So because we print them also for the release show that I had recently. Yeah, the rest of the T-shirts will also be sold and online to the same web shop where also my physical CD can be ordered. And there will also be promotions, like if people buy an album and a CD, they get a little bit of discounts and stuff like that. So, but this I will all, I think next week or the week after, it will be online, and then people can see it. So if people follow me on Facebook or they go to my website, they can see it.
Well, that's good news, and it's great to know that your shirts will be available in all sizes. That's always a good thing.
Yes.
And Marcel, I want to give your YouTube channel, Marcel Coenen, and talk about the human experience video, the Guitar Talk 21. I see that it's a good production. I like it. I'd like you to talk about the making of this video, if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, we all recorded at home. So we all have our own cameras, and I mean we all sat in our own little private studios and recorded pieces. I mean the drums that you see is from the actual drum recording from the studio. So this was filmed, and of course we used that for the clip. It is done. The editing is done by Pieter Verburg, who is a really good friend of mine, and also used to be a guitar student of mine. And he has a video editing company. He's very good in that. He also made the clip from Endless. So he did Human Experiments and also Endless. He made the video clips together for that. Yeah.
Very nice. Do you plan on creating any future music videos to support Guitar Talk 2021, or are you going to stop at this one? Yeah.
I'm planning anyway also a live stream. I tested it last weekend, but I had some issues with the sound. So I could not really do anything good with it, to be honest. But yeah, I have to test it a bit further, and then when everything is good, when the sound sounds good, then I can promote a live stream where I play the whole album integral. Of course, in 2022, when the gigs are again normal and happening and stuff like that, I'm also having a live band who plays all the stuff live. So we did it a few weeks ago at my release show, and that was great. I mean, a lot of people came. They were really surprised by how it sounded. It's really awesome. I mean, I have a really good band with most of the people that also play on the album, and some extra guitarists that support me, and that was great. And I'm really definitely planning to do that more in 2022 or 2023 when Corona is getting down again and we can play gigs.
That's great news. I was just going to ask you about that, and you answered it before I had a chance. That's great. I appreciate that. And so music is your life. You do music. Yeah. You do the internet radio show that you have on Thursdays Eastern time. It's 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. And what you do for your living is you give a guitar lesson. So you are music 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah, well, I have a regular job as well in the IT. So for 32 hours a week, that supports me anyway that I can pay my hypothek and stuff like that. So that I can pay my house, my normal things. So I mean, all that I do beside that is music. Yes. So it's just a regular job for 32 hours that makes sure that I can pay all the bills, and then the rest of the time is all music. Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any updates on Godscum that you'd like to get out there to your Godscum fans?
Yeah, actually, in January we have the first show after Corona. So there are shows being booked now for next year, because of course we brought the album out in the middle of the Corona times. It was I think it was June 2022 or May, something like that. And I mean, of course, it is hard, to promote without any shows. So we still have to do that. And I mean, Godscum was a little bit on hold after in the Corona times after that, because I was of course working on Guitar Talk, stuff like that. Steven was working with Disabuse because he's also a singer of that band. And also Pim had some extra recordings with some projects that he did. So yeah, I think from next year we are planning to plan more gigs. So we have one now at the No Sleep Metal Festival, that's in the Netherlands, and people can see the information on godscum.org. That's our website. So yeah, I mean, we're just going ahead with the Corona rules and hope that we can soon plan more shows with that band. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Marcel, is there anything that you would like to say to your fans that are tuning in at this time? Anything that you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Guitar Talk, of course, is available to the VIP Arts website that you can find the link on masterpeice.com. And if you order it there, you support me very good, because, of course, these are the physical CDs that I made only 500 of there. So, people support me and buy the album there and wait till over 2 weeks when the t-shirts as well. And also the t-shirts, there's the first batch made of 100 pieces, which already have been 40 sold. So there are 60 t-shirts left. So, I mean, if they are gone, I'm not sure if I make new ones. So also this is like an opportunity now to buy the t-shirts to support me also these harder Corona times. And for the rest, I mean, I'm also working on a new album.
That's good. Good news. Yeah. Good news.
Yeah. I wrote already about 4 songs and a fifth one a little bit halfway, like that. So I'm planning to release also a new album in 2022.
Will this also be mostly an instrumental offering, or what's your lookout for that?
I'm writing a little bit in a style that that could be vocal or could be instrumental. I have to see where it goes. I mean, I'm a writer that just lets it come, and I mean, then I decide what I want with it. In the end, if I want to have it instrumental or put some vocals on there. I mean, I know a lot of good vocalists by now that can sing on my album, and so who knows what will happen? I cannot say really what it will be.
You'll take it as it comes, and the fans out there need to, what they say, snooze or lose. Because if you want merch from Marcel, you better get your hands on it now because he has limited supply. So get yours before it runs out.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
So Marcel, I want to thank you for spending time with us on Metal Meltdown on Messiah Radio. I'm glad I had this opportunity to get with you. I believe the listeners got to learn more about you as a musician. I know I have. And, thank you so much. Is there anything else we could bring out there to them that we have yet to mention? Anything else you want to get out there to the listeners?
Sure. I mean, marcelcoenen.com has all the information that people can think of. So if you go to marcelcoenen.com, there is everything. There's my total biography, also with solo, with the bands, with the projects, and with the producing. There is all the gigs are listed there. There is like music you can listen. There are videos that you can watch. There's really everything it has on my website. And so I think if people want to know more or are interested to find out, go to marcelcoenen.com. This is really the best way to go. Or go to Facebook to Marcel Coenen Official. You can also see there all the information in a link tree where everything is. Every link, how to get the CDs, how to watch the videos, the YouTube channel, everything is listed there as links. You can follow everything on there.
It sounds like you have everything in order, everything geared for success. You have everything going for you. So congratulations on that.
Yes, thanks to also to my lovely girlfriend Tanya, who's doing all my promotion. She's awesome. She actually made it all happen also on the promotion of our website, the YouTube channel, the Facebook, the Instagram, everything. She also helps a lot with, so that's cool.
Kudos to Tanya. Very nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to wish you and everyone in your circle, Marcel, a great and new year. Have a happy holiday and all that, and may you have successful years for many years to come. I wish you the best of success.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Yes, same to you, man. Thanks for the interview, and I mean, I'm happy to hear it back soon, and it's always great to do this also for you guys, and I mean, it's great promotion, of course, also for myself, but I'm also liking it a lot because, of course, it's Metal Messiah Radio, and also a station that I adore a lot, where I also DJ myself, so that's pretty cool.
Exactly, and I hope we get a chance to do this again in the future.
Yes, awesome. That would be great. Okay, man.
Yes. All right, so thank you again, and let's go listen to some more Marcel Coenen with the Guitar Talk 2021, and let's crank it up loud. Let's do it.
Yeah.